Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Kinkoi, Part 5. We are your hosts, Men of Stage, here with
Sarah and Prince, and together we are Bridge Boys Broadcasting.
All right. We are making some progress slowly but surely. The last time we were hanging out with Reina and I forgot his name. I said it earlier and now I forgot. Kikuchiyo, that's his name. Thank you. I totally forgot. Anyway, let's get into it.
Yaっと練習が終わった。久しぶりだから少々衰えていますね。迎えの約束まであと15分。やや早かったか。まあよい。このくらいならあっという間に。
Kurt Russell.
何か物音が。こっちか。
Ooh, new protagonist?
Yes, because she's on the, what do you call it, title screen.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm assuming she's smoking?
失礼ながら、あなたはノーブル学園の生徒で？
Rock Spirit.
ああ。まあ、どちらにしろ、ここは枯れ草も多い。喫煙は推奨できません。
Conveniently enough, her character model isn't smoking, so I guess it's a non-issue.
誰もいないと思ったのに。邪魔になったなら失敬。
I miss the little voice bars that they have in Parquet where you know exactly how long the lines are.
Well, I think you could pretty much tell when the was over.
Well, yeah, okay, bad example, but you get what I mean.
行かないの？迎えが来るまであと10分あります。10分間は見張らせていただく。邪魔に思われるやもしれないが、こちらもそうしたことを見逃せない性分ですので。うぜ。ここにはよく来られるので？たまに。良いところです。昼はとても景色が良くて、空気もきれいで。夜は少し怖いですね。きれいはきれいですが、それが逆に。特に湖はもう真っ暗で。
I mean, we can see it pretty well, I think.
落ちたら確実に死ぬからな。受水自殺ってどう思う？
Ooh, this got dark fast.
は？苦しいのかな？文献によれば、この世で最も苦しい死に方は焼死。次が溺死だと聞きます。はあ、死人が書いた本があるのか知らないけど、文献が言うなら信じるかな。
Quite a few books are made by dead men.
Well, only in retrospect, not like, you know.
Well, yeah, but that's what I meant.
貴公の私生活に踏み込むつもりはないが、自殺はタバコ以上に推奨できませんよ。わかってるよ。こっちだって死にたいわけじゃない。
Ooh, we really are starting this episode off on a really somber note.
Okay.
ただここ、知ってるか？浜松湖湖畔。この湖はさ、永遠につながるってお話があんの。永遠？この湖に入ったものは、輝ける永遠の時間へ旅立つことになるって。
まあ、要するに、ここ湖の中でも海に近くて繋がってるから、入ると海まで流されて永遠に漂うってことらしいけど。
ああ、なるほど。
でも、永遠ってのは憧れるよな。永遠の時間ってのは。自殺はしないって。2番目に苦しい死に方が永遠になったら困るしな。死ぬときは別の方法にする。
そうですか。永遠の時間。確かに憧れる言葉です。私にも昔、そんな時があった。いつまでも続いてほしい時間が。
10分じゃね。
ですね。では、私はこれで。
It's only been like 5 minutes.
そう。
It's because
機
you're
会が
clicking
あり
real
ましたら
fast.
またいずれ。あと、
I'm sorry, I read fast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they speak
Well,
fast.
that's true.
出演は進められませんよ。
Public service announcement, kids. Actually, if there are kids watching this, you're probably on the wrong channel. Move along.
If there's kids watching this, go watch Parquet.
Maybe. What did she just say?
いやー、ようやく笑けるもんが出てきた。
Well, it wasn't us.
さあ、次は何が出るかな。
You're still doing that?
Rena continued to rustle her way through the boxes. Oh well, it had been pretty entertaining to watch, so I guess it was okay.
およ。
Hmm?
With that, Rena's eyes changed color. Literally? Like,
Now they're still blue.
I was about to say.
なになになにこれ、ロマンスの神様出てきてない？
What? Okay.
Ah.
The next thing Rena smugly took out was a tiny case. What does that say? Ouro.
Aurora? Aurora? Wait, I don't know. Is the H pronounced like...
Don't ask me, I don't know.
Fuck, yeah, I don't know. Because I know about 4 ways to pronounce a, like, K or lack thereof, so I don't know.
Maybe they'll save us the trouble.
Hopefully.
It was a small palm-sized box, but it was a beautiful item lined with felt. It's a ring box. She could probably guess what was inside on sight alone.
こいつはあれだよね。ピアス的な、ネックレス的なのを入れるあれだよね。
Okay, maybe I was wrong.
Yeah, don't be too rough with it. That's...
Where I keep my Prince Albert.
しかも正方形。ピアスなら2つあるから長方形。ネックレスなら長細くなるはず。つまり指輪。
She opened it as enthusiastically as she could. But
あれから
it was just more porn.
Yeah. Baka.
Idiot. She'd whipped back the cover with all her might.
何にも入ってないじゃん。ねえ、オーロ。
Don't move.
Their vision is based on movement.
すいません。おっぱいなんて見てません。
Oh, good old Kikuchio, exactly where we left you.
I forgot he was still here.
I cried out to Rena a little louder than I probably should have.
ごめん、怒った。 私。
Like I said, don't move. You either, Kikuchiyo. Let's see. All right, that's 2. You can move now. Kikuchiyo, you can go back to your porno mag too.
Her opening the box so quickly had caused its contents to spill out, and I went to pick them up. They were papers, so air pressure would send them flying if opened carelessly.
何それ？ラブリッチマーク？
Aha, we come back to this.
Yeah.
They were silver Loveriche emblems that came with chocolate bolos. Okay, they're just gonna keep switching it back between chocobolos and chocolate bolos, or maybe...
Also, like, the game's not called Silver Loveriche.
Well, we haven't upgraded to gold yet.
Oh, makes sense. I only have 2, so don't be rough with them. It'd be awful if they got lost.
I put them back in the box I used as their container.
ごめんごめん。でもこんな綺麗な入れ物気になるじゃん。なんでこんな豪勢なもの使ってんのよ。
Well, yeah, it might be a little too stylish for a candy prize holder.
お母さんにでも空き箱をもらったの？
No, I found one someone dropped, so I went ahead and used it.
Can't tell if he's being sarcastic or not.
なんだ、ゴミか。
It's not trash, but I guess you're not wrong.
Recycle. It had 10 years worth of sentimental value attached to it.
オロホラ？
There we go.
Got it, thank you, Ryan.
メーカーすら聞いたことない。
Me neither.
Us either. I had looked into it, but it seemed to be a manufacturer that went under over 30 years ago. OuroRation rings.
拾ったって言ってたけど、中身はその時からなかったわけ？
No, it wasn't. I think? I don't fully remember, but...
Yeah, there was actually a really expensive ring inside. I just kind of threw it out and was like, ooh, box!
A fun box. I just gave it to someone.
お待たせ。
Ah, it's back.
シルビー様。
ちょっと遅れちゃったわね。美味しいメロンパンがたくさんあったから。
そんなに食べたのですか？夕飯が食べられないのでは？
食べられるわ。
I have a second stomach for melon pan.
愚問でした。申し訳ありません。従者の私の送り迎えにシルビー様に遠回りしてもらうなど。
いいのよ。ここからうちの別荘じゃ車がないとさすがに遠いでしょ。それに私、夜のドライブは好きだわ。特にこの街の湖畔は夜景がすごく綺麗だし。
ですね。輝ける永遠。なんて表現にも負けないくらい綺麗な夜景です。
10年前から変わらない。初恋のあの人にも会えたらよかったのに。
Ooh.
Kinkoi Loveriche.
On my first night away from home, the simultaneous excitement and unease I felt, similar to being at a destination hotel, made it incredibly difficult to sleep. It was my first night here, so that was to be expected. The Noble Academy dorms were off the shore of Hamamatsu Lake. Considering how huge of a lake it was, I could hear the waves lapping up against the shore from nearby. It was a strange feeling. I would think that would be pretty relaxing, personally.
Yeah.
No, wait. It was my first time sleeping in this bed and dorm room. But it wasn't my first time sleeping here. It was along the shore of the Hamamatsu Lake that we had a flashback. Back then, wasn't the whole area a campsite? I recalled coming here over summer break. The open field by the shore was spacious enough for setting up tents and made for the perfect place for kids to run around in. I remember coming here as part of the neighborhood association's camping event. It was an empty space that made for a great playground for kids, so we would run around, cut loose, and play. Once we wore ourselves out, we'd lay down and fall asleep. Sometimes we'd go behind the adults' backs and hide until nightfall.
Wouldn't it be awesome if we could stay together till morning?
Oh god. Memory voice, it's so echoey.
It's dark out. Are you scared?
ないです。全然怖くない。だってこんなにもキラキラしてます。お空がこんなに金色に。
Looks a little bit more sepia to me. We were sprawled out in an open field looking up at the night sky, so of course we'd nod off in no time. We got an earful every time the adults came looking for us. But that never stopped me. Getting to be with that girl made me so very, very happy. Just getting to be with her.
ねえ、イチ。
Because I knew it wouldn't last forever.
私たちみんな
I knew someday
ずっと友達ですよね。
I would eventually have to say goodbye to her. Huh? I think that's technically me.
It is? So, like... Odds, that's Sylvie, right?
I honestly don't know at this point because they're keeping it ambiguous enough that it could be any of them. Well, Elisan or Sylvie at this point.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's Sylvie and not Elisan.
I mean, maybe that's one of the components that tweaks depending on what route you're on. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. It's vocal stuff that makes me think it's Sylvie.
Yeah, that could be. That would make sense. It's a little harder to tell with the childhood voices, though.
No, it's not that. It's the fact that several times, like when Sylvie has talked to Elisan, or when she's talked to us, she's gone, like, was it ne Ouro, or like ne? I forget what she calls Elisan. Maybe.
Oh, okay. The vocal patterns. Okay, yeah, maybe.
Elisan, but anyway. So, yeah, yep. So that's what I'm thinking. If
Okay.
I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Yeah. No. I woke up. The unfamiliar bed and ceiling hovering overhead confused me, but I quickly recalled that I had moved.
Where am I?
The ceiling is unfamiliar. Waking up wasn't so bad. Although I'd left my parents' place in a hurry, there didn't seem to be any major problems. But I checked the clock. 6 a.m. Still early. I'd usually sleep in until 8:10 a.m., spend the next 15 minutes running to school, and get there by the morning bell at 8:30 a.m. Waking up 2 hours earlier was a rare occurrence for me. At Noble Academy, I believe you were officially late past 8:45 a.m. The dorm was only 5 minutes away from campus, so I could sleep until 8:35 a.m. at the latest. Maybe I should go back to sleep? Or so I thought.
1、2、3、4。
Calisthenics. It sounded like the noise outside was what had woken me up. I peeked through the gap in the curtain and found
2、2、3、4。
around 30 women were standing in a row doing calisthenics. Now it made sense. They did radio calisthenics at 6 a.m.? I thought only elementary schoolers on summer break and middle-aged men in corporate jobs did these, but I guess rich girls did it too. Reina and Jokazaki were noticeably missing from the lineup, though. Still.
声出てないよ。
Still.
3、2、3、4。
This was pretty nice. A bunch of refined ladies doing calisthenics. Young women moving their bodies, with their black hair swaying in the gentle breeze.
Yes.
Their invigorating exercises made the morning air feel all the more refreshing. Considering they were exercising right in front of my bedroom, this would likely be an everyday occurrence. That was nice in its own way. Wait, did I sound like a pervy old man just now? And then...
あ、庶民さんが覗いてます先輩。
Oh.
They noticed me. Crap. By the time I realized I was already too late. Snake! Snake! Snake!
He just has game over if discovered turned on.
先輩、おはようございます。一緒にどうですか？ラジオ体操。気持ちいいですよ。
I like you, enthusiastic, slightly reddish-haired girl.
いけません。
See, I'm not sure I do because hair, not black. I mean, wait, actually, none of the protagonists have black hair, do they?
Unless you count Jokazaki, and I don't believe she is. Well, now, hang on. Reina dyes her hair.
That's true.
He hasn't been castrated yet.
Always get your commoners spayed or neutered?
Thanks, Bob Barker. Now they were causing a scene. While I was off being equally flustered.
転入生くん、悪いね、朝からうるさくして。
One young woman, presumably an upperclassman, addressed me directly.
ああ、うちら毎朝みんなでこうやってお目覚めするようにしてるんだ。君もどうだい？一緒にやるかい？
Would I?
No, thank you.
All of the girls hiding behind her were eyeing me suspiciously. I didn't have the guts to go out there.
そっか。まあ朝は眠いもんね。でさ、悪いんだけど、来ないならカーテンは閉めといてもらっていいかな。みんなが変に感じるみたいで。
Sure.
I closed them.
さあ、続きやるよ。
The girl had somehow managed to defuse the situation and calm them all down. It had only been a day, but everything still felt hopeless. It appeared the upperclassmen I spoke with didn't hate me on reflex, which meant there were cool-headed people like her on campus. However, they were few and far between. Above all else, the fact she was able to determine that the curtain was needed to partition myself off from the other girls fully narrated my current situation. No, I'm fully narrating the current situation. But then, I never expected my situation to improve so quickly.
ラジオ体操してた子たちに襲いかかったって？
Ah.
It's only 7:24. How did your intel get so skewed in only 80 minutes?
Jokasaki bugged our room.
Yeah. It's just like that one US embassy that was filled to the brim with fucking Soviet listening devices.
Yep, exactly.
みんな笑える方へ笑える方へ話は持っていくかね。
Now I've seen how malicious mob mentality can be.
Commoners, they're not even human.
Yeah, damn it. How? How did you think of that when I did?
It's a side effect for us having known each other for so long. Did she literally say whisper, whisper?
Well, yeah, like the sound of it.
Okay.
Yep.
Ugh. I was getting such intense looks just for talking to Reina. It looked like I could get breakfast from that cafe over there, so I came to grab some, but...
市松さん、よろしいですか?
No.
Yeah.
Someone walked up to speak to me. I had a bad feeling the moment she opened her mouth.
どうも寮の中に悪い噂が蔓延しておりまして。あなたがいると
Wonder
皆
where
さん
those
怯
came
えてし
from.
まうようなの。
Gee, how did that possibly get started? You're the one who started those rumors. Biatch.
なので、登校の時間ギリギリまで部屋の中にいてもらえないでしょうか。朝ごはんは持ってきました。
What did you do to it?
あらら。
It felt like my heart was going to break first thing in the morning. However, I couldn't afford not to do as I was told, as their anger was being solely directed at me.
まあまあいいじゃん。部屋で優雅にブレックファースト。私も付き合うからさ、気にすること。レイナ、こっち来て。朝食はご一緒しましょう。ね。市松さんにはご迷惑になりますわ。
And now they were taking Reina away, who was the only one being remotely considerate of me.
まずいってレイナ。転入生だからって同情するのはわかるけど、あいつ危なそう。何されるかわかんないよ、マストで。
In the end, I returned to my room. Talk about a crappy way to start off the day. Noble Private Academy, a school where the country's richest students congregated, and there was even a genuine princess enrolled here. A tricky predicament indeed.
おはよう、オーロ。
Hey.
Sylvie was the primary reason why I was in this situation and one of my few allies. She didn't live in the dorms like the rest of us and instead came to school in a luxurious-looking limousine.
ねえねえ、聞いてよ、オーロ。昨日はメロンパンを買いに行ったの。美味しかったわ。
That sounds nice. I'm happy for you, but does that mean you didn't need to sneak out of school to buy it, then?
And here I thought she said she had snuck out of school because they would be sold out by the time school ended.
大丈夫だったみたい。
Bah.
レイナがお昼に行かないと売り切れるってせかすから。もう、レイナっていつもちょっと大げさなの。
We've noticed.
そうでも言わないとシルビー乗らないもん。でも楽しかったでしょ？
Sounded like Rena was one of the underlying causes that landed me here.
それでね。メロンパン、今日のお昼ご飯にしようと思うの。それくらいたっぷり買ったのよ。
Y'all have a problem.
一つ食べて美味しいからと、店中全部買い占めたとか。
Maybe.
オーロにも食べてほしいの。ね、今日のお昼は一緒に食べましょう。
Sure, that'd be nice. Not getting treated like shit. Awesome.
What a novel concept! I didn't bring my lunch and was planning on going to the cafeteria anyway. Compared to how it was at the dorm this morning, having Sylvie around would make everything better. Naturally, being in the classroom would introduce its own set of issues.
またクルスクラウンさんと。
And I see you still haven't taken your fiber supplement.
お情けをかけてるだけさ。クルスクラウンさん
No,
は
he's just
僕の
powering
ママ
up.
くらい慈悲深い方だから。
Yeah, he is actually going by DBZ rules. He's still powering up. Must be the Namek saga. Hatred, especially from the boys amassed in the room. After what happened in the dorm this morning, gross rumors were beginning to circulate between the girls. The guys hated me, and the girls were disgusted by me. They were making fun of me yesterday, so the situation was obviously getting worse by the day. What a pain.
ねえ、オーロ、話は変わるのだけど。
Sylvie promptly spun around. What? Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sylvie promptly spun around in the seat in front of me.
始球式って何？
Huh?
始球式？
Several of our male classmates, who were seated farther away, immediately gathered around us.
よくわからないのだけれど、それに出てほしいという依頼が来てるの。それも日本のテレビ局の偉い人直々に。
野球という競技の日本シリーズとやらがもうじきあるそうなのですが、その最初の試合です。
Man, field ball.
そういや10月だし、そろそろだね。野球って何だったかしら？クリケットみたいなやつ？
はい。英語で言うとベースボール。
I'm not really sure I'd call them similar, other than you have someone who tosses a ball and someone who hits a ball.
And it isn't a field?
Yes.
日本では最もメジャーなスポーツですが、ヨーロッパでの知名度はまだまだですね。
野球、日本ではそんなに人気があるのですか？
Okay, you guys are supposed to be from the Japanophile company. From the Japanophile country. How do you not know that?
昨今はサッカーや他の競技も盛り上がっていますが、潜在的な競技参加者の数では今でも一番でしょうね。
I imagine they just watch other Japanese sports.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's just like they just watched like I don't know, New Japan Pro Wrestling or something.
Sumo.
Oh, fucking sumo, yes.
Soccer actually got higher TV ratings, but that was probably only once every 4 years.
そんなに楽しい競技なのかしら？
And to be honest, the government was responsible for most of its popularity.
It was only necessary for the pitcher to have a large, stocky frame, which gave the typical Japanese athlete, who was likely not blessed with such a build, the chance to participate in the sport. The number of matches was crucial to its popularity, though. Compared to soccer, baseball wasn't as physically taxing, so they could easily surpass 100 matches if they played all year round at 5 to 6 games per week. Although it would be quite the undertaking since it required dedicated stadiums, over 100 games per year was feasible once they were built. There weren't many sports that could draw in customers under the pretext of 150 matches per year, or in different terms, with so much money-making potential. This guy really loves setting up context. I'm assuming this is, important for the story, but I don't know how.
I guarantee you it will end up being really important.
Okay.
Right? Like basic conservation of detail means that this will come back later.
Okay.
It's Chekhov's baseball game.
Man, I want to strike out of this game. Baseball was an extraordinarily lucrative commercial event.
It's essentially Japan's most popular religion.
スポーツですよ。
Yeah, people spend tens of thousands of yen to go watch a bunch of chubby, middle-aged men leisurely run around. It can't possibly be anything but a religion.
偏見がありますな。
What gave you that idea?
野球、お嫌いなので
Baseball killed my family. Let's just say I'm not a fan.
宗教ってのは否定しないかな。うちのお父さん野球大好きで、好みの球団否定すると激烈男だし。
欧州でもサッカーチームにはそうした傾向があります。人間がスポーツにかける情熱の裏返しですね。
Come to think of it, didn't soccer start to have issues with match fixing and degrading quality of referees?
Similar incidents occurred in popular sports in any country.
But a lot of times just Italy.
なんだかいまいちなイメージね。
A sport begins to decay the second it becomes popular. That's all I was getting at.
なんだかネガティブな意見が続きますが
He's just hipster Ouro. He stops liking sports when they become popular.
I liked it before it was cool.
人気があるのは事実ですよ。日本シリーズの始球式を任せられるなどかなりの名誉です。シルビアさん、どうかご一考ください。
まあ、多分やることにはなるだろうけど。
Sylvie flitted a glance my way. My blatant dislike of baseball seemed to have annihilated her enthusiasm. Maybe my attitude had been a little too abrasive. Better give her some support.
Just for the record, the season opening ceremony is the primo game. If you're able to go, that's the one you'd want to watch.
そう？
そうですね。僕も春の学生選抜で始球式を務めました。身の引き締まる思いでしたよ。
ヒクちゃんそんなことしてんだ。
春の大会はうちが大スポンサーですからね。何かと顔を出すよう言われるのです。
春の大会ってなんだっけ？なんかニュースあったよね。
ああ、この地区では特にですね。
ん？
The tone of the conversation shifted.
何があったの？うちの県の代表が全国で準優勝したんだっけ？
はい。もともとサッカーは強くても、野球は今一つと言われる当県ですが、県代表に選ばれた浜南学園野球部が全国で2位のところまで行きました。エースピッチャーの島東亮くんなどは、11球団のプロのスカウトに声をかけられたとか。もっともその後、今年の夏は調子を崩したのか、全国どころか県大会ですらすぐ落ちてしまったそうですが。
そっか、残念。レーナ、野球は興味ないと言っていたのに、それでも残念なの？そらそうよ。我が県からすんごい野球選手が出ると聞けば、興味はなくてもすげーって思うよ。なるほど。野球、日本人にとって特別なスポーツなのね。 まあ、人気者が出るなら、サッカーでも卓球でもフィギュアでも何でもいいけどね。始球式、どうしようかな。
Sylvie looked unsure.
Like I said, it doesn't matter which game it is as long as you can get out there and have fun doing it. I'm sure the stadium will go nuts when they see a pretty girl like you walk out onto the fields.
本当に？
Oh, yeah. There's no better game than the season opening ceremony. It's the best one. It's that moment of the game that shines brightest. I'm sure the organizers hope you'll come too.
What do you want this time?
クルスクラウンさん、とうとう王室宛ての公務まで彼に意見を仰ぐようになってるわ。綾香、彼どうにかならない？あんな野獣のような庶民に関わっては、クルスクラウン様が心配ですわ。
Wild beast of a commoner.
クルスクラウンさんはカバレロさんがいるからいいとして、レーナがマストで心配だよ。あの子いつもあんな感じだし。
そうね。庶民がこの学園にいるのは間違ってるわね。
Well then.
She's the fucking Zamasu of commoners. Or four commoners.
Oh my gosh.
The school looks pretty medieval, but it's surprisingly high-tech.
あらゆる技術の粋を集めた教育機関ですから。
But can it transform? Da-na-na-na-na. We were going to perform a biology experiment in the chemistry class today. I assumed we might be performing some sort of dissection, but the experiment was a dissection, but it was like a class out of the near future where we performed a 3D incision on a 3D generated fish. As usual, I couldn't understand what conclusion we'd come to due to the teacher's explanation going way over my head.
My first question, what's a fish?
My second question, how is the fish not thrashing around when we cut into it?
Studying isn't really my thing, but that was a lot of fun. Let's do that again.
Yeah, let's keep dissecting 3D things. I'm not a sociopath.
オーロってテスト前日とかヤバタンな人？
No, I panic every day.
Don't underestimate me. Tests are where I show off my robust intuition with greater than 40% accuracy on multiple choice questions.
Depending on how many answers, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's actually pretty decent.
すごい。けどバカだ。
Yeah.
Yeah.
我が校の試験はすべてマークシートですから、なかなかに有意義な才能で。おや？
Aha, Scantron for the win. We came back to the classroom, and Kikachiyo, the first to notice what was up ahead, went wide-eyed with shock. Reina and I followed his gaze. It was my seat. Ella-san and Sylvie hadn't come back yet.
Dots.
There were flowers and an overturned vase in my seat. Maybe I should have said... Maybe I should have said vase, because I feel like Ouro isn't the kind of guy that would say vase.
I don't know.
オーロ君。
Dots. This school performs dissection experiments on a whole other level from an elementary school. But cheap crap like this makes it no better than an elementary school, huh?
What's more, I noticed, they must have purposely doused everything in the water from the vase, as my school bag beside my desk was drenched. The inside of my school bag, excluding my class textbooks, which hadn't arrived yet, including my brand new notebook, was soaking wet.
Handy dandy notebook. No!
Oh, I barely knew you!
気にしないでオーロ。ノート新品なんだし。
僕のを差し上げます。新品をいくつか持っています。
My father's company makes them.
ですから、お気を落とさず。
I'm
Disappointed dots.
not discouraged, I'm dot-scouraged.
More dots. Duh.
I thought you were just gonna be like, dots.
No, because the last one's a period. It's different.
Fair.
オーロ
Who did this?
うわ、切れた。
思ったより直接的な反応でしたね。
Who was it, damn it? Who did this?
I looked around the classroom. Naturally, no one stepped forward and took responsibility. I had a general idea of who it might have been. The girls were grossed out by me and wouldn't want to go anywhere near my stuff, which meant it had to be a guy. For that matter, it had to have been someone who had resorted to such crude, petty harassment. Those eyes, which once focused on me as it blew my lid, quickly veered away. Surely someone, or even multiple people, had seen the culprit. None of the students wanted to be made an accomplice to the offender's scummy actions and would make every attempt possible to distance themselves. I'd keep a watchful eye on every single one of them, namely the person their dodgy gaze turned to.
You.
It was him! And he noticed that I noticed.
なんかあったの？うわ、なんだこれ、びしょびしょじゃん。誰にやられたんだ、市松。
It just hard cuts to the teacher being like, "What happened?" and Ouro being like, "I don't even know what happened to male student A. I don't know how he jumped out that window. But what's crazier, I don't know how he climbed up the steps and did it again."
まあ証拠のないことだから誰とも特定できないし諦めるしかないけど。
Bastard. Trying to weasel your way out of this due to a lack of evidence? Elementary schoolers pulled this kind of thing off all the time, but it was a good strategy. I couldn't confront him without evidence. In the world of rich kids, that is.
Kikuchiyo, what's this guy's name again?
Huh?
I don't remember. He's got, like, plain face.
うそ。
Resting plain face.
西郷隆くんです。世界的な写真家、パブロ西郷のご子息で。
His face looks like white mana from Magic the Gathering. Saigo-kun, is it? Oh, nice to meet you. So, Saigo-kun, as you can see, my notebook's all messed up.
おう、気の毒だな。
You've got the face of a guy who takes pristine notes. Sorry, but would you trade notebooks with me?
は？
Trade notebooks with me. I mean, this soaking wet one right here with the one you're currently using.
That would take care of my notes, and I'd get my hands on a notebook that had consolidated all of our lessons so far. Talk about hitting two birds with one stone.
なんで俺がそんなこと。
You want?
え？
For real? Oh, terrible. And this coming from the Pablo Saigo's son of all people. Everyone, please listen. Pablo-kun over here. He apparently won't listen to the plea of a distressed commoner.
Huh? Huh?
Why would you do this, Pablo-kun? Why won't you help someone in trouble, Pablo-kun?
パブロはお父様のお名前です。
Saigo Takashi of class 2A is the sort of man who would refuse to help someone in need and mock him from the sidelines.
ちょっと声がでけえ
I put the screw in the tuna.
I did it. I'm doing it on purpose.
Oh, Lord. Oh, shit, I almost picked my mic again.
Listen to this, everyone. My school bag's been horribly vandalized, but Class 2A's Saigo Takashi-kun won't help me. He's just sneering. Who do you think the offender is, Saigo Takashi? You're watching, aren't you, Saigo Takashi? Why are you siding with the culprit instead of pitiful old me, Saigo Takashi?
Well, shit, he said it 3 times. By Beetlejuice rules, he has to do it.
No, by Beetlejuice rules, this guy's going back to the fucking model.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
やめ
Nice
ろ
fucking model, honk honk.
That finally shut him up.
It worked.
I didn't know anything about the sophisticated world of nobles, but I could play this just as dirty as he had. It was true that I couldn't confront him without evidence, but...
あれってまさか。
そうだよ。関わらないように。
たかしくん、やりすぎだよ。
And the Oscar goes to...
Thank you, male student B. Thank you, female student A.
What need was there to confront someone when the majority would out the known offender?
What will you do? If you swap notes with me, I will call it even. Or maybe, it was Pablo Saigo, right? Ah, we should ask your father what he thinks, what you did today.
わかった、帰るよ
Saigo headed off to grab his own bag in a fluster. Then handed over his notebook.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Thanks. All right. Level up. I collected my soaked notebook and waterlogged bag and dropped them on the floor.
Consider that my present to you, then. Clean it up for me, would you?
It's very Godfather-like.
Consider that my present to you then. Clean it up for me, would you?
That wasn't that bad.
Thank you.
Alright, the floor's all wet, so make sure to wipe it down, okay?
I calmly took my seat. As frustrated as he looked doing it, Saigo cleaned up the floor and left.
意外と武闘派かよ。
冷や汗が出ました。
Bullying's all about the atmosphere. If you act first, you can stop it before it gets out of control.
ただいまー。何かあったの
Welcome back. And nope, nothing at all.
あら、綺麗なお花ね。
They're for you!
There for you! Yeah, I guess.
The vase had been cleaned up. Still though, Saigo, was it? Something about the way he was acting seemed strange.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she told him to do it.
Mm-hmm.
ひどかったね、西郷くん。あんな幼稚な。
Totes.
庶民が気に入らないのはわかるとして、品性下劣な手に出るのは感心しませんね。まったくね。
Yeah.
焚き付け方を誤ったわ。あんなつまらないやり方しか浮かばないなんて。なんか言った？いいえ。私の手は汚したくないけど、このお上品な学園じゃこういうことに使える人間は少ない。
Well, sometimes you gotta do the job yourself.
にしてもさ、あの庶民、市松、マストで面白かったよね。
Oh.
愚劣な仕返しです。褒められたものではありませんわ。でも一興ではあったかも。いけませんわ、私としたことが。逆効果か。もっと周到に行かなきゃならないみたいね。
Your move, Jokasaki.
二の上、西郷隆君、市松オロ君、すぐに生活指導室に行きなさい。
Ooh, it really did backfire.
That. Oh boy, that. Oh, Ichimatsu, Ouro-kun? No, I'm Uji-kun.
No, it wasn't you.
Now what?
Had I caused too much of a commotion earlier? I ended up being called away during lunch break.
何かあったの？
Sounds like it. I'd better go.
お昼の約束は？
Well, you know, best laid plans of mice.
And men?
What? Sylvie showed me her huge collection of melon bread. I don't see it. I want to see the huge collection of melon bread.
I actually want to see a CG that's just like a giant stack of melon pan.
A pyramid of melon pan.
Yep. Sorry. It's not looking like it'll work out today.
シルビー様、無理を言ってはいけません。
じゃあ、早く帰ってきて、オーロ。余った時間だけでも一緒しましょう。
Sure.
I wanted to get back sooner than later, too. Unfortunately for us, they nagged on and on with their cross-examination.
Hey, why are you cross-examining
だっ
me?
たら遅い。
Do I look like a three-dimensional fish to you?
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, do I look Christian to you?
Damn,
But-
that would have been better. Missed opportunity.
I'm sorry. Come on.
Crabby noises. I scarfed down the bread I bought at the school store the second I got back to class. Delicious bread. Nom, 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 nom. I guess this was to be expected at a rich school, but I was surprised that they had pastries delivered from a bakery rather than selling the off-the-shelf variety.
何か言われた？
Nice.
Not really.
My bag was damaged due to someone's prank, but Saigo-kun was kind enough to trade with me when I got audibly upset. We hadn't done anything wrong, so there was no reason to reprimand us. However, the teachers weren't stupid and continued to nag all the same.
Nag.
It was subtle, but most of their complaints were directed at me. Were the teachers discriminating against me too? Probably.
はあ、オーロにメロンパン食べてほしかったのに。
I'll try it now if you want to give me some.
もうないわ。
What? You ate it all?
Second stomach for melon pan.
美味しかった。
Holy crap.
She's just got, like, hobbit meals.
For real. What about second breakfast? 11sies. She'd eaten 2 loaves of melon bread? It would depend on their size, but wouldn't that be enough to make your belly bulge? Pregante.
でも、甘いもの続きだったから、その後食べたお弁当のガレットの方が美味しかったわね。
What?
What? Huh?
そのまま学食で買ったおうどんも美味しかったわ。締めをラーメンにしたのは失敗ね。麺と麺になって、ご飯の方が良かったわ。牛丼とかお茶漬けとか。
Okay, Son Goku.
シルビー様。
何エル。エルのお昼の予定だったフライドチキンを一口と言いつつ半分も食べちゃったこと怒ってる？
Oh my gosh.
怒ってるわけでは。ただ。
Ella-san was glancing over my way off and on.
Don't tell me she...
摂取カロリーからすれば私の3倍は太いはずなのに、なんであんなに締まってるんだろうね。
I discovered the princess's peculiar trait. Ella-san looked so embarrassed. But I would have liked to have eaten some of that melon bread.
夕食もお部屋でお願いしますね。
What, are you my keeper?
Right.
はい。こちらがお夕飯になります。
Aw, stale bread. The same as this morning.
Toast, salad, scrambled eggs, and milk. This was the A set from that cafe. Here at the Noble Academy dormitory, and this likely came as no surprise, the dinners were quite substantial. Several restaurants would also cater the cafe and would even deliver specific dishes upon request, be it Japanese, Chinese, or Western food. And it looks like I couldn't use that system. Not like a poor guy like me could indulge in such luxuries, as it was billed separately from the academy tuition, but still. Which is why there was a free menu of sorts, for the record. The cafe affiliated with the dorm offered 1 cup of coffee and their A set free of charge. Other items like cafe au lait and muffins were charged separately. That was all Jokasaki brought for me.
Couldn't I at least order something else and have you buy it for me?
もちろんいいですよ。私があなたにパシられてると見られて、お互いヒゲた好奇の目にさらされるやもしれませんが、クラスメートですもの。仕方ないです。
You could have just said no.
No, she's not that kind of character.
Yeah, you're right.
She's the, like, really passive-aggressive bitch kind of character.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
Damn it. Breakfast aside, I had to also eat this for dinner? What? Beefardy's awesome.
I was gonna say that, like, the scrambled eggs, like 10 on 10.
Yep.
I always love scrambled eggs.
I know, right?
I think it's my favorite way to make an egg.
I don't know. I like them over medium if it's... Like if it's eggs in a basket, or if it's... what is it called? I'm totally blanking on what it's called. A Benedict. Eggs Benedict.
See, like, if you're going to make an egg-based dish, then it's pretty different. But if you're just doing eggs, you know.
Well, yeah, but most egg-based dishes. Well, I don't know, because omelets.
No. Because I'm thinking, like, a lot of egg-based dish, you just kind of put the egg in it.
True.
I mean, sometimes you just do raw egg over certain dishes.
That's true. Soft boiled eggs for ramen. Over easy eggs for burgers.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, enough egg talk. There were probably enough calories, but it wasn't all that satisfying. Well, you just need to eat more eggs. Eat like Gaston. I'd only eaten bread for lunch, too. My last 3 meals were packed with bland calories, and it was really stressing me out. I wish I could have at least had that melon bread.
ありゃー、えげちいことになってんね。
Yep, nasty indeed.
I was getting piercing glances just for standing in the corner of the terrace. This dietary stress in this environment? Life had begun to seem cruel.
まあそう落ち込まないで。私が何か買って。レーナ、こっちこっち。
Damn it, female student A.
ああ。
They dragged off my last ray of hope.
I imagined it literally like a kidnapping where they just grabbed her and carried her away.
We bravely must away, away. A small parting gift, huh? Oh, she tossed me a lollipop. Caramel flavored. This isn't much of a meal, Reina. I don't know. If it was made by Wonka, it might be.
True.
Still, thanks. I guess I'd have to suck it up and deal with lunch until tomorrow. How else do you eat a lollipop?
What? Oh, I got it. Shit.
やっと入ったわね、あいつ。もう虚勢するまで出てこないでほしいですわ。もう釘で打ちつけてしまおうかしら。
It's okay, just put the blood of a
First
lamb.
year girl, see, you're really freaking me out.
The C stands for castrated.
Wait, does that mean like she is castrated, or that's just like her gimmick?
She's the one that does the castrating.
And be castrate or.
あんまこういうことしたくないけど、昼休みも先生に叱られてたみたいだしね。
閉じ込めておくが精一杯。
What?
関わり合いになりたくない。できれば視界にも入れたくないくらい。
Oh my gosh. These people suck.
そうは言ってもね。同じ屋根の下にいる以上、挨拶くらいはしなきゃいけないし。
It's okay. We won't remember your name anyway. Third year girl anonymous.
Third year girl anonymous?
男なんてみんな下品で下劣などうしようもない生き物なんですよ。
Does that know what the A stands for?
She's just there. Hello, I'm third year girl A. And like all third year girl A's, I have a problem.
With all of the unnamed students in this, that may very well be a thing.
彼のことをよく知らずにそう言い切るのもなんだか悪いかなって思ってさ。
調べればすぐわかるって。調べるってどうやって。それは誰かがあの男に近づいてみるとか。
絶対に嫌です。
私も嫌っていうか無理。やはり皆の安全のために閉じ込めておくべきです。虚勢が済むまでゲストルームを封鎖いたしましょう。
Telling you. The C stands for castrated.
先輩、私がやりましょうか？マジで？はい、私は別に怖いとかありませんから、任せてください。勇者だ、勇者現る。防犯グッズ貸すから持って行って、スタンガンと催涙スプレー、それから。
And this large tower shield with spikes.
大丈夫ですよ。そんな危ないものいりませんから。
Well, at least take this smaller shield without spikes.
いざとなったら股間を蹴り上げるといいんだって。耐えられる男はいないってネットに書いてあった。
He's a Balchinian.
Damn it! How did you think of that too? You were like, it's like Superman racing the Flash in Silver Age comics, where like I am a step behind you.
It's because I don't think about it. I just say it the second it pops into my head.
しませんよ、そんなこと。遠くからプレッシャーかけて援護しますわ。私、睨みには自信ありますの。
First year girl C used Leer. It's super effective. Oh wait, no, glare was an actual move.
What gen did they add glare?
Oh shit, I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I can't keep track anymore. There are almost 1,000 Pokemon.
Comments. Tell us what gen they added glare.
みんなでやれば効果あるよね、きっと。
It'll be super effective.
ああ、とにかく悪いけど任せちゃっていい？他にやれそうな子いないし。
はい、わかりました。
彩香もそれでいい？
仕方ありません。まずは様子見。それで結構です。
オッケー。それじゃあ今日は解散しよっか。
まだまだね。私も。
What does that mean?
金色ラブリッチェ。
Well, our situation has not improved much. Kind of thought we might have some people on our side a little bit there for a while after the theatrics, but that proved to be pretty short-lived, it seems.
Yep.
Oh well. I mean, at least it seems like that unnamed kind of strawberry-haired girl might end up being, I don't know if she's a subroute or something.
I think she is.
Okay.
Because I know all of the 4 on the title screen are routes, and I think she's like the sub-route.
Okay, I could see that. And at this point, I mean, we haven't met all 4, but we've at least seen all 4.
Yeah, we have not met
the other one.
Yeah, the other one that we've seen, but like, yeah,
like
we've never run it.
Rock shirt girl, smoking girl. So, I guess maybe next episode we'll see.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's all we've got for now. Thank you all for tuning in. We will see you all in the next video. For now, we are Bridge Boys Broadcasting, signing off.